polls show that a majority of the American public is not happy with the way Donald Trump has handled Russia's war against Ukraine. We know that our allies over in Europe are not happy with us. We know that, most people around the globe don't like what Trump is doing with Russia. But there is obviously one group of people who love every second of this. And that happens to be the people in the Kremlin and their state-sponsored media mouthpieces who took to the airwaves last week to brag about the fact that both Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national intelligence, somebody who this same network once referred to as our girlfriend, and Donald Trump himself are both doing the bidding, essentially working for Vladimir Putin. That is what Putin's own media outlet said on the air last week. And here's why they said it. As we all know, following Donald Trump's meeting in Anchorage, the red carpet meeting with Vladimir Putin, Tulsi Gabbard came out, outed an undercover agent, and stripped her of her security clearances, stripped another 36 people of their security clearances, all of them, of course, Russian experts. They worked on Russian intelligence. These were our Russia people, the ones in charge of making sure Russia's not interfering in our elections. In fact, most of them had worked on the 2016 issue. They're in charge of making sure that Russia is not planning to attack another country. They're planning to make sure that Russia is not going to attack us, cyber attacks or even military attacks, whatever it is. These are the people. And some of them, they work in Russia. And their cover was blown by Gabbard. And so RT celebrated this. They celebrated Trump's meeting, bragging about the fact that he's no longer listening to his own intelligence officials. He's listening to Putin, bragging about Gabbard, their girlfriend. Here is what they had to say. We don't know what happened in Anchorage between Trump and Putin. We don't know what they talked about, and it's unlikely we will find out over the next few years, but we do know some things. The meeting took place on August 15th, and 4 days later, on August 19th, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard authored a memorandum. Oddly enough, she published it on X, formerly Twitter. It was about the firing of 37 agents of intelligence agencies, including the CIA, and stripping them of their security clearances. In the days following the Anchorage meeting, dozens of people have lost their positions and security clearances, including those that worked for intelligence agencies, the State Department, and the National Security Council. After this, Trump took a position of neutral arbiter, stopped blaming Russia for strikes against Ukraine, and said that everyone is at fault, including Zelensky. What happened in Anchorage? Trump realized that he was being lied to in the preceding months. This is not the first time when he believed our president instead of his own intelligence. The first time this happened was in 2018 in Helsinki. Now it apparently happened for the second time. Evidently, in Anchorage, Vladimir Putin has shown Trump irrefutable data that could not be disputed, which was completely at odds with the information provided to Trump by his intelligence agencies. Our intelligence agencies have not been lying to the President of the United States about Russia being the aggressor against Ukraine. Everybody knows that. Russia knows that. They're even admitting it. Like, hey, he stopped blaming us and said Zelensky's at fault too. Ha ha. Putin doesn't have any data to show Trump that, Ukraine was going to nuke us and we had to attack them. That doesn't exist. And these media pundits over at RT in Russia know this. But the fact that they're bragging that Donald Trump now listens to Putin shows that they know Trump works for Putin. Whether he wants to or not, he is working for Putin because he is doing his dirty work for him. That is what this means. This network, operating out of Moscow, of course, does not operate without getting advice from the Kremlin. The Kremlin makes sure that nothing goes out that they don't want to go out. And that's what this is. The Kremlin out there showing the world how weak Donald Trump is, how he bows down to Vladimir Putin, effectively making Putin himself the most powerful person on the planet. It's no longer the President of the United States. It's Vladimir Putin. Because if Putin asked, the President of the United States would be on his knees, shining his shoes for him. That is how much power Putin has over Trump. And that is what RT was bragging about. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.